Now, you men, when you look for shampoo, and I see some of you may not need it, but that's okay. When you look for shampoo, what are you looking for?
Price.
Price. A liter of a specific shampoo at Rite Aid may be 79 cents. That's a great deal. That's what we're going to use. If we can't afford shampoo, we'll use Dial hand soap on our head. It's all good, guys, right? Whatever it is there. It doesn't matter.
Dawn looks good.
Dawn?
Dawn
Yeah.
looks real good.
Dawn cleans carpet too, so does Todd. So, Windex. Okay, now we're not talking about carpet cleaning, are we? Women, how do you look for shampoo? Boy, I tell you what, when you go here, price is one thing, but they want to spend the money. Yeah, because that's value. But you go to a salon, a nice upscale salon, they have all these shelves, and they have all kinds of products, and it's more than 79 cents. And the bottles they're a little smaller, right? They're not a liter, they're smaller. And they're looking for all kinds of things that you can see here. So women and men have different buying habits. When you're cleaning carpet, you're probably dealing with more women. When you're doing restoration, maybe more men. That can obviously cross over from one to the other, but when you think about buying habits, you want to understand your customer and how they buy. So remember who is making the decision. For the most part, it's the woman. And I love this because sometimes it's a joint decision. 15%, according to this one survey, they get together and they huddle and they come up with, let's get the carpet cleaned, who are we going to hire? Not really, that's not really what happens. What happens is the woman does the research, she finds you on the internet, she's comfortable with you, she makes the appointment, and then the night before the appointment, she says, honey, let's get the carpets cleaned. And he says, well, of course, dear. There's the 15% joint decision right there. Maybe she's moved the furniture, she's like, what are you doing? Oh, honey, can we get the carpet cleaned? Sure, dear, we'll get the carpet cleaned. She runs the household. And if you're here with your wife and you were to say, no, I make all the decisions, you would get one of those quick elbows. What if you, once in a while, hear this question? This is a big one. Let me ask my husband. Yeah, that's, again, this topic is how to lose a customer. Not knowing why they're asking that question and not knowing how to address it means you're going to lose a customer. Because who would like to say, not loudly, why would someone ask that question? Or say that statement? Let me ask my husband.
To get off their phone.
Get away.
Who said to get away? To get away from you? Yeah. Because remember, maybe you arrive for the job, maybe you're just doing an estimate, or maybe you're going to give them a price and then clean. You're in their living room, maybe you're that guy from Florida, and you're talking to the customer. You're trying to sell the job, and she's not comfortable. She's like, yeah, I think I saw another company when I did my search, it might be a better choice. And so she goes to the statement that gets you out of the house by saying, let me ask my husband. She doesn't really have to do that most of the time. Maybe it's price. Maybe she does have to talk to him, and you know, they're married, they're a team. But usually it's to get you out of the house because she's not comfortable. So if you're hearing this from time to time, let me ask my husband, well, maybe think about why you're getting that. Why is it that you're hearing it? Because when you go to a store, any retail store, Walmart, Target, a shoe store, and you walk into the store, and you're like not enjoying the experience, maybe the people aren't that friendly, what can you do as a consumer? You can leave, you can walk out. When you're in someone's home and the consumer is looking at you and they're not exactly comfortable, they can't leave. And they probably don't want to confront you and ask you just to leave. Now they may still have you clean, right? Maybe they're a little pressured and they're like, well, I'll just have you, just one room this time, even though you're supposed to clean 5 rooms, a sofa, and a love seat. Not just this one room. What's going to happen the next time they need a cleaning done? Yeah, you're not in the equation. You spent a lot of money to get that lead and that customer, and now you've lost it. So think about this entire buying cycle. Who is your customer? How do they buy? What can you do to make them feel good about the decisions they're making? Now, if they don't buy from you and they don't buy from another cleaner, what are they going to do? What do you see here in this picture? What is she doing? She's renting a movie at Redbox, but the bigger picture for us is a little tiny square machine on the bottom left. What is that called? Rug Doctor. So she might decide, if she can't find the right company, or she's heard some bad things, or she's gone on YouTube and seen the scams that have happened, and that's sad to see that it's on there, she may just go buy a Rug Doctor. And that's going to be a full circle of a problem for you whenever you get to go back back to clean for her. Because what she's going to do is take that Rug Doctor home. Notice she doesn't have any chemicals, right? No pre-spray, no spotting kit, no rinse. So she's going to clean with the chemical or a product that we mentioned earlier called Dawn, Tide, Windex, all these other products, Clorox. Yes, that'll be a fun one to deal with, right? Why did the color come out? Well, ma'am,
Grease lightning.
got to explain that to her. So she's going to go home and clean her own carpet, and of course I followed her home. This is actually a real picture I took. I'm at Kroger in Pataskla, Ohio. I took her picture. I followed her down the road. That's the dashboard of my Prius right there. Yeah, I'm a stalker. Yeah. Well, you know, I got pictures, and I can't steal everything off of the internet. Most of these are stolen, but some of these are mine. So I followed her home, got up in the window, I thought, yeah, she's got some Tide going on right there. Lots of suds she's putting in there. So that one I did steal. I didn't really follow her home. I'd get in trouble for that. You can only stalk so far. So think about these people out there, these consumers, who may be afraid to hire a carpet cleaner. They may have heard the stories, seen the videos. Why not on your website, instead of driving them away, talk about how to clean your own carpet, have the right keywords in there, have the right information, show them how hard it really is, how difficult, and then they probably will trust you. You're giving them some advice, maybe they will use you the next time. Of course, what you have to do then is clean up all the residue from the Dawn, the Tide, the Windex, the Grease Lightning, or whatever you said there.
Yes.
All that stuff. It's in the cart. It's there. So, part of the dealing with consumer buying habits is understanding their willingness to pay the money that needs to be paid. Because most of you want to charge enough to make a decent living, to have a good profit, so your company will grow. Isn't that true? Sadly, what happens is there's a lot of people out there that don't see value in what you're doing, and so one way to lose customers is to not demonstrate that value to them.